Good evening.
Good evening.
Say good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
All are fresh or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
I'm YV Ramchandra Rao. In short, I'm called YVR from District 320A, Hyderabad, India. I have a business in Hyderabad. I'm married, blessed with a daughter. Today, next 60 minutes, we are going to learn about what is it? Subjects?
Diversity and inclusion.
By virtue of a line and district governor elect, you would have been encountered with many of the lines across the world. In the process, you might come across or observe many differences among us. Right? Now, what you have observed from that? What you encountered with that?
There are people from all different walks of life.
Right? Absolutely right. Ram Gopal?
Diversified cultures and people according to their
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely right. Sandeep?
Everyone is different, but they have to work together.
Yes.
So diversity is like everyone is different in the thought process and their way of performing activities.
What we gain from that? We observe a lot of differences between them and us. That does not exist. Some few of things are not acceptable in the
Because of diversity, there is no monotony. Like
this. Vinay?
these colors of life.
There are pros and cons of each and everything. Diversity has some benefits, and there are some negative aspects to diversity as well.
And
though with all the differences, we do exist and we get the things done.
right. Any more? Okay, what is diversity?
Differences?
Yes? You want to try? Gupta?
The word itself, it is sounding diversity, it's a difference.
Can you give some few examples?
But we are coming from different parts of the world together.
Cultural difference,
Still
okay.
We are in one organization.
Races difference. Eh?
Maybe language different,
Yes, come on. Yeah,
Colors.
everything's going on.
We have cultural differences.
Okay?
Perceptions are different.
That's
Also,
right,
viewpoint
absolutely.
different.
Very good point. Yeah. Next. The wide range of differences that exist among us. Just take a white paper. Write your name in the middle, yourself. You write your strengths and weaknesses of them, or your strength you can write it, education, your business. Your profession, your place of living. Like that, whatever you feel like to highlight it, you can just write 4 or 5 points.
Strength, right?
Then Gopal, can you read out your first point?
I'm a passionate lion.
Okay, that's common. Next.
I'm a good orator too.
Okay. How about you, Vinay?
My friends,
Okay.
one of my strengths, I have a very
Make
diverse.
qualities are asking.
chartered engineer.
What is your?
I'm into government of India service.
You?
I'm a university teacher.
School teacher. You can differentiate among us? All are same or say different?
Different.
Profession. What is the age?
I'm 52.
You?
What do you do?
You?
45.
The difference is there or not?
Yes.
Today's session, that's what we're going to learn, is the benefit of diversity. Next one, explain the difference between diversity and inclusion. Last item, identifying steps to promote inclusion. Next 55 minutes we'll be discussing on this. What is this?
Faces of people.
Smiling faces of people. Everybody's smiling.
I said that last
He is smiling in different.
Yes.
No one is safe. Finally, that's the end result, right?
Still everybody is smiling.
Yes. The diversity means cultural difference. Normally, most of the people, what they think diversity means cultural difference. That's only part of diversity. More than that, we have styles, age, perspective, values, working style, socio-economic background, ideas, all these things comes under diversity. Let me tell a story, or let us take a scenario which will help us to understand about diversity in Kolkata. One of the zone chairperson calls his district governor and says, one club in our district, in zone, is not functioning well. He is mostly having retired engineers and few women. And year by year, the same service project has been repeated. And this area is recently gone through economical growth. And there is a drastical changes. Lot of IT companies, corporate companies have been located in that location. Hence, we have very good chance to engage new members from different areas. And he requests the district governor to visit for his zone meeting. He wants to discuss along with the president of the club. So, district governor also agrees for this, and he plans. Before talking to the president, he should have a plan ready. What will be, you would have been a district governor, what will be your plans to discuss with the president? I'll give you 3 minutes time, please work it out. Think you are the district governor going to visit the zone meeting, there you are going to meet the president of that club, and you have to explain to include new members. What will be your plans?
To the club president.
Club president. And Gopal, you can also go there.
Yeah.
Are you ready with this? about Line Gopal?
Yes.
Are you ready? And Sandesh, ready?
Yes, yes.
Now, as a district governor, we are going met the president, and you request him to increase the members, so it will be helpful for you. And president little is not so inclined to add new members, because he said my old members, my old charter members and all may object to this, may not like new members to come. That's the reason that no new members have been taken in the last 2 3 years. How are you going to pursue or convince the president to add new members? Please try that.
I'll first get the information of his existing club members
Okay?
and how is he performing. And then I'll try to motivate him that if new members add on,
Hmm.
all your activities will be escalated to a different level altogether.
Okay?
And you'll have more helping hands.
Okay? Good, good. Yes. Thanks, Sandesh.
I would say that like if you have just one set of members, then it would be just like not a there would be like less creativity among them because they know each other very well. But if you have other members, then it can enhance cooperation because you always like to mingle with new people, share ideas,
Yes.
and also a mutual respect
Yes.
can enhance. So it would be better if you have these type of people.
Right, absolutely right. And Gopal?
Yeah, always new blood brings in new energy and synergy.
Okay?
So we have to welcome new members. As new members comes, new ideas also they will bring in,
Okay?
which will enhance our service activity and even our image
Okay.
in the community also will get enhanced.
Okay. Any more?
I can tell each one to add one.
Okay.
I'll tell him to tell his old members to bring one more member. So
Oh.
that way they can get their friends and in a way they will not be a new member.
Because we have to take a point and remember that it is a economical growth has gone to that area. So you have got a new set of people in there. You should take the advantage of that. Take some engineers, take some software people or service people who can be useful for the with some few blind women also. The benefit of diversity. What is that?
Increase in creativity.
Next one will
Increased productivity.
New attitudes,
okay.
more effective processes.
Increase in motivation.
Right. Let us discuss the first subject. Can tell. Line Vinay.
Creativity increases productivity.
Okay.
Because there are people from diverse views and diverse backgrounds. Naturally, one single idea is not there. There will be multiple ideas and that will enhance creativity.
Good. Line Gopal.
I go with Sandesh.
Let us see. Can you read out Line Vinay?
When people with different ways of solving problems work together towards a common solution, there is no one best answer to any question. The more ideas you can obtain from different people, the more likely you are to develop a workable answer.
Is it right? Agree with that?
Yes.
Let us see the second point. Productivity increases. Is it all right or wrong?
Yes.
Actually, more hands, more productivity.
Fast.
Yes, faster rate of difference.
Line Gopal, please read out.
Exponentially, when people of different backgrounds, experiences pull together towards a single inspiring goal with more diverse people, there is a large skill set contributing to what can be accomplished.
Is it right?
Yes.
Is it useful?
Yes.
New attitude. Always new ideas will help new directions. We have been doing many things, but new ideas sometimes we may not got even thought of them. A new person comes, a new idea develops. New attitudes are brought to the table by people from primary.
are brought to the table by people from diverse backgrounds. While some people may feel that things are working fine just the way they are, others may have the attitude that there is always room for improvement. New and different attitudes can persuade others to improve.
Is it right or wrong? There are two statements.
Very true.
One statement is saying
Always
they don't
room
want
for
to change. Other group is saying there is scope to
Change.
change. Which is one right?
There's always room for improvement is correct. I guess.
Are you sure?
Yes, because with new attitudes, the behavior of people changes.
Okay, that also will come in the next chapter. More
effective processes.
process. What is that?
Can result when people with different ideas come together and collaborate.
Hmm.
In today's fast-moving world, there is no longer room for thinking. We have always done things this way. We cannot change.
That means new attitude has to be accepted, and this always they should be ready to change. Next one, sir.
Motivation increases because more diversity means a larger pool of talented people. When people with diverse backgrounds and talents are able to serve specific roles in accordance with their individual strengths, it can bolster a person's sense of responsibility and purpose, which in turn can motivate that person to perform at a higher level of effort.
Is it right? In a club, you imagine in our club, you have a chartered engineer, a chartered accountant, a professional engineer, and a service worker, and a businessman, a retired person. A combination of all these guys definitely will be helpful to do any projects or any work. Recruiting diverse members. Finally, district governor sells all these points and makes the president to agree to appoint diversified members. How many members he added? 12 members he added. 8 members are IT professionals and 4 women. What happened? They joined the club. Within 8 months, zone chairperson come to the district governor. Sir, the members we added, initially they were coming to our meeting and activities, engaged in activities. Later on, most of the people stopped coming. Today we are left only with 4 diversified members. Why is that?
Problems?
Lack of member engagement.
Just I'll give 5 minutes time, just discuss among yourself and come with it.
So there are 12.
Please, just discuss among yourself.
So can you
I'll give
repeat
you-
this thing, like the situation?
Yeah, scenario is that one club was there, which was having a retired engineers and few women. They have been doing the same service activity year after year, right? And finally, JFC has told the district governor about the scenario of this club, and district governor come with a plan to induct diversified members into that. Finally, he could convince the president of the club and see that he had been added 12 members. After a span of 8 months, only 4 are left in the club.
Remaining the club.
Remain.
Out of
That
12.
added members, 12
Out
members.
of 12.
Hmm?
Out of 12.
Out of 12. Initially, they have been actively participated first 2 months. Gradually, they stopped coming. You take your participant manual number 2. You
Yeah.
can, after discussion, you can fill it in that.
groups were like professionals, no? Some young professionals, 2 family members and the rest people in retired, but only 4 left. I think
They were not
because
accommodated properly.
exactly. Although they were from various diversities, but because see they were retired people also, women, and they are young professionals also, like it did not match.
There was a generation gap.
Generation gap, mismatch of expectation, mismatch of stuff. So, but
There is no inclusion.
there's no, but where do we write it?
Okay. It's on page 7.
Have you done?
Yes.
Taking notes is page
Okay. So we just wrote it down.
Yeah, you can just say that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Have you done?
Yes.
Can you tell one reason first, Gopal?
Reason for the members leaving, no? Mismatch.
There's no inclusion actually, as you said. The existing group falls, all are senior citizens, and they are not accepting the younger generation.
Absolutely right. One more lesson.
There was a big gap, like I guess because see, some members were young professionals,
Hmm.
and then there was the retired women also, middle-aged and retired women.
Okay, yes.
So there's a mismatch of this thing, of
Coordination is being not.
coordination or expectation.
Okay, good.
So
Anyway,
The older people at times are stubborn and
Okay.
their views. They are not flexible. So that would not have appealed to the younger generation.
okay.
and also they are from 2 families, so most probably the families members they acted a little more possessive, maybe because they had the strength of the family. I have a backup of my family, something like that.
District governor thought if you include diversified members, by default it will going well. But you could not take into consideration about the inclusion. Just here, always convincing and emphasizing on diversified members. But he also not noticed or not emphasized on inclusion subject. So the people, when they joined into the club, they not been allowed. New ideas have been not accepted. They've been not included in the major activities. They've been grinded, old members are grinded into their own thinking, own style of working. The new things are being not encouraged. That's one more point. Inclusion, proactive behaviors that make each person feel welcome and part of an organization. Whereas the members left have not been welcomed or properly respected. An inclusive environmental is one which members feel respected and connected to another. That has been not happened in this scenario, right? New members have been not connected because they have been not involved into the activities and not respected. The old members thought that new member has to come and wish. But new member expected a friendly atmosphere. There was totally change. What is this? First image.
One person is left out.
Then let us take this scenario as new member.
Okay.
Let us think how you feel if you have been done like that. If you would have been a new member of the club, the members behaved like that way, what would have been?
You'll feel rejected.
Rejected,
You'll feel
fallen down,
You'll feel
Ignored.
sad, ignored,
and no.
Isolated.
isolated.
I want you to come up with the replies because you are going to face next year in this type of scenarios. So you should be prepared.
I know I would have upset.
Simply I can say, to having this such a experience, you need not to join the Lions Club. Right?
Yes.
How about the second image? Sorry. Second image?
They are welcoming.
They are welcoming him.
Collaborating.
Whereas a new member, when you go into that and they welcome you, respect you, and appreciate your efforts, how you feel? You'll be the cloud nine, right? This experience I experienced. I'm telling you, in 1979, I was invited by Lions Club of Secunderabad Cantonment. Hardly I was 21 years. I was invited along with my friend. That's my fortunate thing. Whenever I used to go to a meeting at Percy's Hotel in Secunderabad, it used to happen. Nobody used to welcome us. Nobody used to talk to us. And everybody knows that we are new members. Fortunately, me and my friend used to go there, attended about 3-4 meetings. Then we thought, enough is enough, let's not go. This is one of the issues we are going to face. We had to model your clubs such a way the inclusion is in done. There are how many points?
5 points.
5 points. You can take the manual, please.
Okay.
Line Vinay, can you first read out the first one?
Respect learning and communication styles.
What does that mean?
Respect the other person.
Okay,
different
yeah,
way of
absolutely right.
communication.
What else?
And respect learning. What are his different styles?
Yes.
Speaking, behavior patterns.
You have to respect that
Yeah.
in all means. Number 2, Mr. Sandesh.
Welcome change.
Hmm.
Just as you just now said, like when you were.
One thing, sir, can I tell you?
Yes,
Change always has a resistance.
exactly.
It's how you going to convince the people. You have to tempt with the results. Once you change, you're going to get this. Third one, and Gopal.
Encourage open communication.
Hmm.
The members, the existing members in the club has to encourage the new incumbent to openly come up with their
Yeah.
ideas.
Yes.
And
Honest
what is their expectations also.
should be taken into consideration.
Yes.
First thing is open communication. What we say, sometimes you come with a new idea. They said, Apnaya, you have been a new line. You don't know much about lionism. Please do not do that. This not be suitable to us. They won't even think that idea is going to work this or not. Just instantly they say, your new idea, your new member, this idea not good. Where you will then quote it. In 10 years back, I got this experience, I done this, I tried to change this, I miserably failed, hence today also it is going to happen. Till you have to take the courage to convince that, yes, this I'll take up, I'll do it. Fourth point, sir,
Demonstrate flexibility.
flexibility. The president has to play a key role in this. He has to, what we have been, the previous case we have seen, that district governor with the guiding line and the president of the club, how they got some conflict. Here conflict, you have to convince them. Final point,
Recognize cultural differences.
what is cultural differences? He's in another country, I'm in this country, is there differences?
Yeah, maybe the belief system.
Belief systems is there, body action is there. What is this?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. In Japan it is 1, in Germany it's 5. You know that?
In Japan it's 1,
1, in Germany it's 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to Japan, you say all right, they think it's 1. That's also difference. What is this?
Okay.
Fantastic.
In Pakistan it's 0.
Okay.
All Muslim speaking countries is 0.
Okay.
And in Brazil and Greece, you are put behind the bar. Same signal, no change at all. The cultural difference of that. In detail, I am telling about, one by one we'll go it. First, line Vinay.
Respect learning. The different ways that people learn and communicate are respected.
Yes, is it right? 2.2, line Satish.
Welcome change. Progress and change are seen as positive.
What we have discussed there in length, I am telling again and again, because it has to go to your mind. Otherwise, you cannot implement in your linguistic. Third point, line Gopal.
Encourage open communication, open and honest discussion between the members be encouraged.
Right, good.
Flexibility.
Ah.
Demonstrated to accommodate differing needs and preferences.
What is flexibility? We'll forget about the lines. What is flexibility means?
Adaptation.
Bending or adjusting ourselves
Adjusting.
to the situation. Right? Every time is not necessary. Sometimes where we feel the result, end result is going to be good, then only the flexibility comes. Every time we not need to do that. Sometimes it may go in a negative way also. Last one, cultural just now I had demonstrated, right? Inclusion,
Is a sense of belonging.
belonging. What is that? The new member or members should feel that it's all belongs to us, not you or me. They have to feel their time, team. Second point, again the cultural differences. Every time we talk about the diversity, cultural differences comes. That has to be respected. Don't say your God is great and my God is not good. It's not right. We have to respect everyone, every style or function. The beliefs will be different. The people feel to live, level of support to energy and commitment from others so they can do their best. The memory test, all the people are staying and names are telling. Sometimes the people are fumbling in getting the names. What you got it? Other friends are counting or supporting them. What is that? Why you have to do? You are not going to get the appreciation. Why he has done?
Support.
What is this? First paragraph, can you read this?
The process of inclusion engages each individual and makes people feel valued as being essential to the success of the organization.
Is it right?
Yes.
Can you tell it in a length?
It makes people feel respected and valued.
Special.
Okay.
Especially.
What do you feel?
Because when this process of inclusion is involved, I feel my worth is being
Recognized.
recognized. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Line Gopal?
Yeah, this is what once a member is valued, naturally he remains and he gives his best.
Please take out your manual, page number 5. Page number 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
First point, what you have written?
Unite behind the decision.
You have detail in the manual.
Yeah.
Can you read out?
Build club-wide support. Build club-wide support.
Yes.
Address resistance by conveying the benefits of an inclusive environment.
Means
Inclusive environment, whatever we see by inclusion, what all the benefits we have to convey that.
And everyone has to buy it. Like there should not be
unbiased.
conflict or there should not be disagreement in including people.
Yeah, there should be unbiased. He is my person, he is old person, he is new person, like that. There should be unbiased, right? Number 2.
Know why you are doing it.
Yeah. What they written that? The manual?
One of the greatest threats to successful efforts to ensure greater inclusion is making only symbolic attempts to include people of various perspectives, backgrounds and cultures. No one wants to be invited to join an organization just to fill a quota.
Suppose you organize a small party. You give a minimum guarantee of 50 people to the hotel people. You have got only 40 people. Will you call your friend because I have made a payment for 50, I have 10 people are short, you please come down. How you feel? Is it the way to call?
Taken for granted.
Yes.
What is it?
That is
Do you go?
No.
When you are respected
Yes.
and you had to feel your involvement is required there.
I'm not. I would feel bad if I'm just called for leftover foods.
Leftovers, that's it. You had to feel that you are the important line there. Your service is required in the club. Then only you feel going into that, right? Very clear?
Yes.
Next point.
Express your commitment. You set your commitment to inclusion in stone by articulating your pledge. Write it down and state it stated where relevant
Okay.
in annual reports and during speeches, for example.
What you understand from that?
100% commitment.
Yes.
Like write it in stone means, I guess, where you should not change your inclusion policy frequently.
Firm.
Firm. Right. Absolutely right. When you stand by your commitment, your level of commitment goes up because by commitment you are committed. And people also start trusting you. They want to utilize your service. That's the way you can be.
Not only that, he says that again and again, you go on repeating this indefinite. That's annual reports and during the speeches.
Yes. Next point.
Examine your club. Changing the culture of a club through a greater inclusion will often require a change in the way things are done. Ask questions like, what has your club done to encourage inclusion in the past? What worked? What wasn't so successful? Where would your club like to be with regards to inclusion?
Which point you are talking?
It's four.
Four. Okay.
Know the reason.
Examine. Okay.
Examine your club. Yeah.
Anything we do, we should know why we are doing it. First we have to examine whether we are meeting the things or not. Accordingly, we have to plan. You should understand what we need. 6.
Take action. Make the necessary changes to support inclusion. Plan ahead to make your meetings, events as accessible as possible. If possible, involve representatives from all groups when planning an event.
Yes. Most of things, the particularly old clubs I'm talking about, normally engage the old known people because last 10 years back I done the sports. Even today I've been given a sports committee chairperson. No new one has been tried. I'm 63 years. There are young guys, definitely they can try. They can put me as a supporting team to him. Instead of that, they'll request and put that person to him. When they go into it, they don't have any interest because I don't have any new thoughts, new ideas. I'll be doing the old one only. That new generation may not like it. If you give a chance to new one, definitely they'll try to improvise the things. 10 years back, my ideas were new, accepted luckily, fortunate. Then I have been put into the line for next 10 years.
Step 6.
Happy members. And Vinay?
You can use a membership satisfaction guide found on the LCI website to assess member satisfaction and to create a membership satisfaction plan to ensure an environment where all the members feel respected by and connected to one another.
Or otherwise, as a district governor in your year, you prepare a small questionnaire, send it to the club members with the information how the members, new members are engaged and family details of them and club details like family members, how many family members are there, how many active members are there, how many life members are there, or few life members. All these things you can note it. So you can make some changes and advise them to improvise. What is this?
Inclusion is a sense of belonging.
So we are
Just one sentence we try to understand. What is that belonging?
It's ours.
It's a part of us.
Yes. One example I'll tell you. In cricket, bowler bowls a full toss. That's a fault of him. Fielder get a hard catch. He is going to try or leave it. He'll try to catch that ball or leave the ball.
Catch it.
Right.
He'll try to-
Why? He's not going. Wicket is not going to get it. Because he has a sense of belonging.
It's my team.
In my team has to win. He's not going to shout at the bowler because put a full toss, that's the reason I'm going left it. Is it going to tell that? All his efforts he will put it, even if sometimes he get injured also. Next one, sir.
Inclusive cultures make people feel respected and valued for who they are as individual or group.
Particular in telling, sir, persons above 60 age are sandwich culture here in India I'm talking about. Because when you are small, we have been habituated to listen to elders. Today, our children, we are listening to our children. It's not the same scenario. Because they are empowered, they were knowledgeable, very adjustable, and they are better thinker than us. The reason why they think better than, they got a better ideas than us. So we are also started tuning to listening to them. So every person expected minimum respect. Just now Vaman was telling, he was calling the young person with a name and all these things. Finally what happened? Because he has been not respected, he responded to him, not to call like that. So let us not get into that scenario. Let us respect them and encourage them. Third sentence.
People feel a level of supportive energy and commitment from others so that they can do their best at work.
Yes. Is it right? When a team is there, everybody has to work together and support each other. In Maria's story, what happened? The other colleague is going, she took the responsibility. Why? Because he's supporting her. Van Gopal?
The process of inclusion engages each individual and makes people feel valued as being essential to the success of the organization. Evidence shows that when people feel valued, they function at full capacity and feel part of the organization's mission.
How many people know about Ramayana?
We know little.
When Hanuman was supposed to go to Sri Lanka, he was not enough courage to cross the hills. Jamavanta is motivated, supported, you can have. The inner strength has to be released. When you can get out, only when you get a support that you can do it, you are capable.
Motivation.
Motivation, support. Also say, if nothing happen, if anything is there, I'm behind you. Don't do it. Is it right? When you function at your fullest capacity, what happens? When you do your best, are you going to attain the best results or not? What is that?
Our
LCI.
club, our association,
All this time now we are discussing about diversity and
inclusion.
inclusion. Let us correlate to this, our association only, not to take somebody else. What is that?
We have 7 constitutional areas.
We have or not?
Yes.
Please, let us go little slow. We got
7 constitutions.
how many countries?
210 countries,
How many clubs?
more than 48.
This is on 28th February I took it, information. How many lines we got?
More than 14.
How many hands that means?
double
20.
that.
Backs.
2.8 million hands.
We can do magic in the world. Each one of us are different or same?
Different.
How is it different?
Racial differences, gender differences, regional differences, cultural differences, abilities are different, age groups are different, socioeconomic, socio-economic backgrounds are different, our thinkings are different, our working styles are different.
Anything you missing? Please write down in the chat, please. Line Vinay, your writing is good. Try to put at least 1 or 2 into that. Let us think.
Language.
Yes.
Comes out of the clear. Whatever you feel, that's right. Issue. Social economic is considered. Anything missing, you can just try. Respect.
Food comes under.
Yeah.
Culture can come.
Yeah. What will stay? Already is there. Right. Thank you, Raimune. In spite of all this difference, diversity, what we are doing?
I think education can also come there.
We are all here under what's our mission?
Mutual goal.
To be global
Vision.
leaders in humanitarian services.
This is the way we are teamed up in achieving our goal. In spite of so much of difference, we are working for all together. Our goal is one, achieve the goal. Is it right?
Yes.
Simply I will say one thing. Our body is have different parts? Is it diversified? What is inclusion?
It works together.
It's a life.
Yes.
Body is there. Inclusion is life. How are you going to join it? A small exercise for you. Please look at me. Take your right hand, left hand, join your fingers. You applicate properly. These two has to come together. Your application is that nothing but just look into that, automatically the fingers join. Automatically, you don't do anything. Put the fingers together, look into that, automatically the finger will join. I mean, don't pull it back, just leave it as it is, automatically it comes and joins. Over a time, definitely it will come. Right?
Yes.
That is the application we want. That is the dedication we need.
You mean to say this is inclusion?
This is inclusion, this is diversity. Your application is ICE. You have to apply both the things together in your club level when you become a district government. Any doubts? Benefits of both the things, diversity and inclusion. Can you go a little faster?
Improved understanding, it creates a work environment, there is better performance outcomes, it increases productivity, there is increased retention, it boosts the morale, better interpersonal relation, it reduces complaints and grievances.
Just watch a movie made by Nestle. Just carefully watch it. There's a 1 minute video. I edited a lot. Whatever is being discussed is being coming here. Disability is it, that also is there. It is right?
Yes.
Agree with him?
Yes, sir.
have you accomplished 3 points what we discussed in this section objects? First one, what is that?
Diversity.
Briefly, can you tell me what is diversity? Briefly, just don't want details.
Opinion, culture,
It's the orientation of people.
The video also is seeing all the things.
Yeah.
Next, we could find the difference between the diversity and inclusion, because diversity, the members have been added, because of inclusion, it has been. That is the difference. Finally, what is that? Identify to promote inclusion. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
You achieved
Yes.
the purpose of this meeting,
Yes.
training? Last point.
In order to appreciate and respect.
All together read it.
In order to appreciate and respect diversity, we must first recognize that members are humanity.
Right? Thank you very much for the opportunity. Wish you all the best, all the success to you in your Dynastic year 2019 and 20. Thank you.
Thank you.